We are joined by first-year head coach Greggmar Swift of the Minot State track and field team. Coach, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me, Mike.
Let's talk a little bit about the season. First season for you here at Minot, and you guys start this weekend down in Bismarck. Chance to see what you've got. How excited is the team? I know you guys have been practicing for a couple of months now, getting ready for this weekend.
Team is absolutely excited. It's the hardest part of my job right now is to, try to help them to control their energy because we've been training from August, right? And it's December now, and the athletes just want to get there and see what they've been doing throughout this training process. Right, especially having me as a head coach, they're so excited, right? Say, hey, Greggmar Swift did that, he did this, and they just can't wait to put on the track the new skills that they all have learned. So we're excited, and I'm excited, but I can't try and send that energy upon my athletes. I'm just have to control it, and when we get to UMary on Saturday, it's just going to be a burst.
Talk about that first meet. UMary this weekend. Obviously, it's early in the season. You're going to have a month off before you compete again. But how important is this first weekend, getting some kids out there and just establishing the tone for the year?
As I said, this first weekend is it's a stepping stone, right? We have a very small team, right? But a team that's going to make an impact on the conference. Right now, we're laying the foundation for next year and years to come. The athletes just want to get out there and shake off the rust and see the new skill and the progression that they have made from August till now, right? So again, we're excited, right? But this meet is just about laying the foundation for the whole entire season and then building upon this meet. As you said, we have a month off, right? After that month, we're gonna come back and we're gonna go to UMary again. But again, that month off is just a training block, and we're all prepared for that. But this meet, we're just about laying the foundation.
Talk about what you think, what you expect from this meet. Anybody who stands out that should have a good opener?
Yes, actually, normally a head coach will come and say, oh, this one person in particular, right? But I can't say that. The whole entire team, from the throws to the jumps to the sprint to the hurdles, have been training extraordinarily well, right? So for me to pinpoint one individual, right, is it's hard, it's difficult, right? So I'm going to give you a list of athletes, okay, that's going to perform well, okay? For the young ladies, we have freshmen coming in from Max, North Dakota, Summer, going to do extremely well. She's going to be competing in the 60 and the 200, right? And I'm not going to sit here and say, what time is this young lady going to run, right? Because that's me putting in a cap. I'm just waiting to be surprised by her performances, all right? Next freshman coming in is Cassandra. She's going to run the 400, all right? Chloe, a leader on the throwing team, all right? And she have this whole throwing team on her shoulders, right? And you will think that that is stressful. She's embracing it. She's loving it. All right, we go over to the men's side, and we got a whole heap of sprinters just ready to explode. And I have put a challenge on them because all of my sprinters are going to run 400 or 600, regardless of if they're short sprinters or long sprinters. All right, and they have taken up that challenge. And we're just looking forward to that. And again, you want me to name one exact athlete? There's none, right? Because all of them are ready, all of them are prepared, all of them are ready to take up the challenge. And, we're just going to see what happens this weekend.
Talk about the season in general. You mentioned a couple of the ladies, and you mentioned a group of men. Didn't specifically name any, but who do you expect to have a good season when it comes down to February? Who do you think will be some of the top contenders?
So I mentioned the ladies, right? For the men, I really do expect. You're really asking me to name an athlete, but I really do expect Damien, Damien to have a good season, Francis to have a good season, Leif to have a good season, Sam to have a good season, Chase to have a good season, Jacob to have a good season, Jalen to have a good season, Connor to have a good season, and again, I'm naming the whole entire team. I'm expecting everyone to be there fighting for a position on conference, and more importantly, to get onto the NCAA Division II National Championships, right? small team, but very, very, very high expectations, right? As I said, we're laying the foundation, okay? And this indoor season, we're laying the foundation for outdoors, and outdoors, we're laying the foundation for the incoming freshmen coming in, all right? And it's just exciting. I expect everyone to share this responsibility equally, all right? So there's no one particular standout, right? Maybe someone will surprise me, okay? But I expect every single one at the end of the day, in February, at conference, at nationals, to stand up and represent Minot State University athletics. All right. So there's no one in particular. The same team we have now is the same team that I expect to be at the national championships, whether it be in an individual event or in a relay.
Talk about expectations for the season. What's a good season for you guys?
A good season for us is different, right? It's different. A lot of people measure success based on where do you finish in conference, right? That's not the way I measure success. You know, that's a byproduct of the smaller things that we put together throughout the whole entirety of a season, right? I measure success based on the growth of my athletes from the time I came in August to the time in February at indoor conference or in May at the NCAA championships. That's how I would measure my success, how much my student athletes had grown, not only athletically, but personally, socially, as an individual, all right? And then, of course, in May, I get all the grades as well, right? So that's how I measure my success. That's how I measure the growth of this program for this particular year. Because I just came in, I've just pressed all of my philosophies, all of my goals, all of my aspirations on these athletes. It takes some time for them to digest those because they never had a coach like me here at Minot State University. All right. So you will see the progression in season 2, season 3, right? And it will be left for other individuals to judge the success. But I know what the measures of my success is for my athletes here, and they understand that, right? And that is the growth from August to May, and then going forward.
I appreciate it, Coach. Good luck this weekend and good luck this season.
All right. Thank you so much, Mike.